Hello, my BillioNoire babes. Okay, so I have a very interesting video for y'all today. 10 things you have to know before you go to beauty school. Okay, this is non-negotiable. And honestly, 10 things I wish I knew before I attended beauty school. I have everything written down here on my phone, and I'm just gonna start from the top and explain to you guys my experience in beauty school. As you guys know, I am a licensed cosmetologist. I attended Paul Mitchell Houston, and I finished school July of 2024. So this was about 6 months ago when I finally got my license. Cause I went through hell. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, we're gonna be honest here. Resources were pretty good, but you know, mannerisms, teaching styles, and staff was just like. For you guys to prevent all of that, I'm gonna give you the top best tips and advice that I have for anybody that's considering being a hairstylist or anything that has to do with cosmetology. So number one on the list, this was actually the first thing that I thought about. Keep up with your attendance, okay? Make attendance priority. I'm not even gonna lie to you, you are gonna have tests and assignments and everything, but none of that is gonna matter if your attendance is not at least, girl, try to keep it at 95%. Like, show up and show up on time. Like, that's the easiest way to pass cosmetology school or to finish cosmetology school faster than the year that most people finish it in. For me, it took a year and a month, but that's because in the beginning, I wasn't really keeping up with my attendance the way I was supposed to. I was getting easily influenced. I made some really great friends that I'm still friends with to this day. And unfortunately, you know, we get tired and we just was like, okay, let's just leave early, or I don't want to come today, or you know, it just happens. It's a human-like thing. But I definitely recommend for anybody who is considering beauty school, make attendance your priority. Go to school. Even if you sit there and do nothing, at least you showed up, at least you clocked in, at least you're getting those hours for the day. I've seen people who have stayed in Paul Mitchell for almost 2 years, and yes, they've been taking their clients, they've been submitting their work hours, which is different from attendance hours. They've been submitting, or they've been passing their exams. The requirement for state board is 1,000 hours, so show up to school. Number 2 on my list, not all beauty schools offer this. Most of them do. I know Paul Mitchell for a fact offers this, but if your beauty school allows you to take clients, if your beauty school you know, brings models in or allows you to bring models in to do their hair, this is your chance. Because I promise you, once you leave beauty school, everybody's gonna ask for a portfolio. It don't matter what salon you apply to. It don't even matter if you get your own studio suite, if you work from home. It don't matter where you're gonna decide to do hair. If you want a clientele and you're not doing hair that's friends and family, they're gonna ask for a portfolio. So if your school allows you to do hair, or if they bring clientele in for you, do it. And it's gonna be annoying. It's probably gonna be the worst clients of your life. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's gonna be styles you don't want to do. It's gonna be people you don't want to deal with. It's gonna be a whole lot of pressure, and it's gonna be very nerve-wracking because you really don't know anything unless you're like a hairstylist from way back when and you already got your own stuff. You really don't know anything, so you're gonna be in these people's head, basically playing with their head, and you just don't know, you know, because people are just ignorant. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You would let them know, it's a school, I'm a student, I don't know what I'm doing, but they would still expect 5-star results as if they was paying $500 in a regular salon. That's just how people are. So it could be nerve-wracking. I even got to a point where I just stopped taking clients. Like, I was that overwhelmed that I just said, I'm not taking none of y'all clients no more. I'm done. I'm done. Like, I'm not doing it. But that's because I had people on the side that I could still do. Like, I was still doing hair. Just because I wasn't taking Paul Mitchell's clients doesn't mean that I wasn't doing hair when I clocked out. So I had that resource. A lot of people who go into school, they do not have that resource. They don't have that many family and friends to do, you know, on the side. So I would say if you don't, this is your chance to build your portfolio. Take every client, every opportunity that you can. Okay, number 3, stay on top of the learning leaders and staff. I should have made this number 1, okay? Stay on top of all staff. I'm talking financial aid. Stay on top of your financial aid. Stay on top of advisory as far as how your hours are punched in and how many hours. Keep track of all your hours. Keep track of everything that's submitted. Screenshot everything. Keep files documented. Make sure learning leaders sign everything. If they say something, oh, I'm gonna need that in, documentation. Cosmetology school, I don't want to say it's the ghetto, but it is the ghetto because they bring everyone in. There's no acceptance rate. Anybody who applies gets in. So it don't matter who applies to any cosmetology school, you're gonna get accepted. So it's kind of for everybody. It's not one of those places where, oh yeah, we're being selective with who could come in. No, it's for everybody. So the teachers and the staff and people who own the school, their care level is a little bit lower than, a more advanced school like college or places that have like a 50% acceptance rate. Their care level and their mistakes are higher, their care level is lower. So it is up to you, and I'm gonna hold y'all hands when I say this. It's up to you to keep track of your own personal everything that has to do with cosmetology school. If they missed a couple hours and you didn't notice it, oh well, you're gonna have to do them a couple hours again. That's just how it is. I have been into so many arguments with the staff of Paul Mitchell. It was unreal, unbelievable. I have witnessed students with full coverage financial aid still had to pay money out their pocket. I've witnessed students who were supposed to receive a quarterly check back or a semester check back because, they got more grants and financial aid than the actual tuition. When you get that check back at the end of the semester. They never got their check. And it shouldn't be our jobs. This is supposed to be the jobs of the staff. But unfortunately, because it's an environment that's welcome to everyone, you don't really need any level of expertise or any level of GPA or any experience really to just walk up in there. So the staff could really, I don't know, is the best way to put it. They don't care. They really don't care. So you need to keep up with your stuff, girl. Make sure you are logging into your apps. You got everything written down. Make sure you're on top of it. You remember when and when not, and when you didn't go to school. You are keeping track of all of your hours because they will have you in there for longer than you're supposed to be in there. Why? Because they need people to take their clients, right? So when it comes to beauty school, clients are you could get a haircut for $5. It's super cheap. But the learning leaders and the teachers are not taking those clients. No, they're gonna help you, assist you, but you're doing the work. So they need students to take these clients so they can make their money. They don't really care for you to get up out of there really early. The only person that's gonna really care for you to get out of there is yourself. So you need to be keeping track of everything. Stay on top of everything, please. Okay, number 4, take your exam right after graduation. Matter of fact, you could take your written exam at 900 hours. So the second you clock in them 900 hours, you better hit up advisory. Advisory, financial aid, whoever the hell you need to hit them up. Schedule me now. So I suggest once you clock in about 500 hours, that's when you want to start studying because the written exam is not easy. I'm not going to say it's an easy exam. It only has about a 50% passing rate. So it's a big chance you could fail. Huge chance. So I would say once you clock into 500 hours, or if you're doing the 1500, but even with the 1500, you can still take the exam at 900. So once you clock in 500 hours, you want to get to the studying, and I'm talking all the big words, because they got them diseases and stuff. It's basically biology part 2. We're just gonna be real here. They got all the diseases, the scalp diseases, nail diseases, skin diseases. You want to make sure you know your stuff. See, YouTube was my best friend. That's how I studied for my examination. I left school. When did I leave school? I think beginning of August. I think my last day was August 2nd or something. And I took my exam in September. I think it was September 24th when I took my exam. That was the soonest that I could schedule it. Schedule it as soon as possible. I could have scheduled it sooner at 900 hours, but I scheduled mine at 1,000. So when you clock in 900 hours, schedule your exam. I highly recommend it. The longer you wait, the less valuable it becomes. Mentally, this is a mental thing. You want to make sure everything is fresh. I'm talking, you just took the class, now it's time to take the test. You don't want to sit there and stall for 6-7 months. You don't need that. You really don't need, nobody, unless you are special, nobody needs 6-7 months to study for this test. I promise you, you could study for about 3 weeks solid and you're gonna pass. So schedule it right after. We have the written exam and then we also have a practical exam. The practical exam, I took mine online. Online is not for everyone. I loved taking mine online. I think taking mine online was like the best decision for me because that big old kit, I wasn't even trying to go all the way, you know, yonder, and I forgot something or something gets damaged during the travel. No. That kit for your second exam, the practical exam, I left it in my house and I took the exam in my house on my kitchen counter. Highly recommend. And if I did want to take it in person, unfortunately I would have had to wait all the way until January. We're not even in January yet. I just took my exam in November. Everybody wants to take it in person. I think we should take it online. Definitely very underrated, and you get a sooner date. So if you pass your written and you want to take your practical like literally 2 weeks later, schedule it online. If not, if you want to wait a couple months, sure. Really up to you, girl. Okay, so this one is not really too necessary, but I do recommend it if you're really trying to take hair seriously, if you're really trying to get right into a salon as soon as you get your license. I would say upgrade your kit while you can. So this is number 5. Upgrade your kit while you can. Because your beauty school is going to give you the lowest of the low. Like the products that they give you, for example, the flat iron that they gave me only goes up to 410 degrees because we're new. So they're just afraid that we might damage somebody's hair or, you know, etc. It's just not the best of the best. And then we have the blow dryer. The blow dryer, I don't remember how many watts it's running on, but it's definitely not like my upgraded one. My upgraded one, I think it's running off of 2,000 or 2,500 watts. It's the Babyless black blow dryer. I don't remember the exact name of it, but that's the kind of blow dryer you need in a professional setting. The blow dryers that they give us, they don't get that hot, and that's the issue, right? Because they are just concerned that we're students and we're gonna burn someone. The shears that they give you are not that sharp. They dull out very, very, very quickly because again, they're afraid that we're gonna cut someone. So the stuff that come in your beauty kit are of lower quality on purpose, so we're not cutting up and burning up people's heads. So while you're in beauty school, I would recommend to upgrade a few things. Definitely upgrade your blow dryer, definitely upgrade your flat iron, and definitely upgrade your shears. Like if you are planning on getting into hair cutting, you're definitely gonna need better shears, like guaranteed. And you know, obviously you don't have to do it right away, but it's best to get used to it while you're taking clients, to get used to the really hot blow dryer, to get used to the really hot flat iron, and to get used to those really sharp shears. So that's optional. I recommend it because that's what I did in beauty school, and I ended up using all of my tools like crazy once I ended up getting licensed. So I recommend it. And number 6, I would definitely say once you reach 900 hours or once you are on your pathway of taking your exams, anywhere from like 800 to 1,000 hours, start applying to salons. Now, a lot of salons require your license. Most of them do. But I started working in a salon, I would say at like 900, 950 hours. I was an assistant in a salon. And she took me in because she saw that I was on my way to graduating. I was already about to be done with my hours, exam scheduled. A lot of people will have exceptions for assistant positions. Don't be trying to go get no chair, okay, with no license, because they will say no, okay? You cannot have a chair, but being an assistant, especially if that stylist has their instructor's license as well, legally you can work in a salon as an assistant. So I would say around like 900 hours, and after you schedule your exam, I would say start applying to salons. And most schools, I know Paul Mitchell had a lot of job fairs. So you want to start attending those. You want to just like get your foot into the door if you're really trying to take this hair stuff seriously. You know, me personally, I'm a boss, I'm a leader. The assisting position is not really for me. I've done it, but I ended up quitting 2.5 months in. So yeah, you really want to like ease your way into it. Granted, I did quit, but it was good experience. Like it taught me a few things, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's like the real life hands-on experience that you are going to need for at least 6 months. I would say 6 months is good enough. Depending on how your talent is, depending on how quickly you learn, but start looking at salons, you know, try to show up in person, maybe even book an appointment and start talking to all the stylists. And that's the easiest way to start talking. They will pay attention to a client, okay? They will pay. I remember this is one salon, Salon Rose. I've been there maybe like 3 times as a client, and I finally applied. Unfortunately, I missed the phone call, but don't worry. They still in mind. 6 months from now, I'm going to apply again. And they accepted me. They wanted to interview me, but I missed the phone call. I'm so mad. But I was a client before. And I feel like that played a role in them noticing me first, because a lot of people apply to this salon. So yeah, you want to start walking into salons, like just making it your life, making it your environment. Number 7. Okay, so depending on how you're trying to do this hair stuff, if you want to join a salon crew or a salon squad and just be part of that brand, then no, you still would need to make an Instagram. And I would say do this when you start school. Make a social media, come up with a name, even if your name is like Ashley, Hair by Ashley, period. That's the name right there. I just helped you out. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't even have to be a brand name. You don't need a LLC. You don't need nothing. You just need a digital portfolio. So when you start school, I'm talking like even when you apply for school, when you apply, like, man, bump start, when you apply for school, apply for Instagram, okay? Make it on YouTube, make it on Instagram, make it on TikTok if it don't get banned this coming month. And we also have Lemonade, Pinterest. Those are like other little small platforms that you could also create your hair stuff on. If you are strictly doing hair, those can also be like a consideration. But things like this are gonna bring you recognition and clientele. So have that social media ready and in hand. Number 8. Okay, so don't be easily peer pressured. Easier said than done, because see me, I'm a friendly girl and I love women. Not in that way, you know, I'm straight, but I love women as friends. I've developed a huge clientele in New York, almost 400 girls, and I just get along with women like this. Like, it's easy for me. Granted, I've had bad experiences, we all do, but for me, I'm aware, you know what I'm saying? I can get along with women, and then I can also know, okay, now it's time to go home. Okay, now I gotta submit my hours. Okay, now I gotta do my homework. You know what I'm saying? Just have that under control, because it's very easy, especially when you're surrounded by a bunch of women of the same interests of you. It's very easy to get distracted. It's very easy to just like not really care about school. And this kind of ties into your attendance. Keep your head on a swivel, make sure you are constantly aware, and you're constantly making sure that you're getting your stuff done. Like regardless of what everybody else in your friend group is doing, because it could get a little cliquey, but in Paul Mitchell, I would say, you know, certain people hung out with certain people. That's just natural in any environment. You don't want to ride too hard for your friends. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they trying to steal some shampoo and hair color, that's when you could see yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have fun. Y'all could do that, but you will be surprised at who's watching. And it's not even the learning leaders you only have to be worried about. Some of the students are gonna watch you, and you know, women are women. Number 9. Okay, so this one is a juicy one. Now, especially for my new hairstylist, because I am technically a new hairstylist, but I'm just not new to clients, okay? Clients, I have a lot of experience in. Over 5 years, consistently, I have seen almost 500 to 600 clients if we're including hair and nail clients. So all clients are not good clients. All money is not good money, okay? I promise you that. Now, You really want to consider this when you're picking your salon, or if you are deciding to work independently and have a booking website. You want to be very, very, not strict, but stern on your policies, okay? Because what a policy is, what the terms and conditions do, they filter out the bad ones, okay? All the bad apples, it filters it out. It's like literally like a water filter. Like it turns the water from dirty and now you just got clean water. That's all it does. It just, whoever reads your policy and is like, I don't like that. She asking for too much. I promise you, you did not want that client to begin with. Okay? Okay, charge your worth. All right? Charge your worth. Do not let these clients pressure you into charging $2 for small knotless braids. Okay? Do not let these clients pressure you. There's going to be, even if they will never hit you up. Like, they will never hit you up on some, you should lower your prices. And even if they do you have to respond? Girl, charge your worth, okay? I don't give a damn, beginner, intermediate, advanced, I don't care what experience you have. Charge your worth, okay? Because these clients, if you let them run you, you're not gonna be a hairstylist for long. I promise you, your hairstylist career is probably gonna last you like a year or two, and then you're gonna end up quitting, and you're gonna go back to a 9-to-5, and then all the $15K that you spent on beauty school down the drain. Do not let these clients run you, because they will pressure you into lowering your prices. They will pressure you into getting rid of your rules. They will basically want to do whatever they want with you. Charge your worth. Make sure you shampooing everybody that you do, okay? That's just a small little bonus, okay? Shampoo your client, okay? Ain't no show up shampooed and blow. Shampoo your client, okay? Whatever you decide to do, make sure you have a bowl, a wash bowl to shampoo your client. All clients are not good clients, okay? All money is not good money. Do not ignore the red flags. You're gonna be able to see the type of client you're dealing with from just a simple phone call. Require consultations, speak with them, you know what I'm saying? It is really up to you if you want to take these people. If you're joining a salon, make sure you are aware of their rules. You're aware of their clientele. That's why I said be a client first, just so you could see the vibes, because my first 2 salons, disaster. My 3rd salon, the one that I'm at right now, Scalp HQ in Houston. We got 3 locations on Westheimer, The Heights, and Katy. Make sure you pull up, get your scalp exam, get your scalp done. Anyway, enough of my sponsor. Make sure you are looking into these salons, because these salons will treat you like boo-boo. I promise, especially if you're new and you're trying to be a hairstylist, they will take advantage. They will take so much advantage of you. So make sure you are on that, okay? All right. And number 10. Okay, so number 10 is a very fun, lighthearted tip and piece of advice. A lot of beauty schools have extracurricular activities. So like you could do hair over the weekend, or maybe attend like a hair show, or maybe do like hair for older folk, or maybe like hospital patients. And these are easy ways that you could get hours, okay? Take advantage. If they are offering extra hours, even if you're just doing homework at home, take advantage. All of it. Every last bit of it. Why? Because it's going to help you graduate earlier, and 2, you don't know when you're going to have an emergency. So if you are sick, or if you have an emergency to where you can't come to school, at least you have those makeup hours to just substitute for that. There's going to be so many opportunities for makeup hours. Take every last one of them. Obviously, if you can take them, but don't just let them slip by. Don't let them pass you by, because I promise you, I think I've accumulated about 110 makeup hours. Ooh, they came in so clutch. Like right when I needed them. All of those extracurriculars, and that's experience, and that's networking. You can meet people at these events. Just take advantage. You know what I'm saying? Put your all into it. Be intentional. You do not want to go to this school because somebody dragged you to be here. You're going to this school because this is the rest of your life. This is your career. You have a passion for hair. So show that. Be intentional. So, okay, so that is all the tips and advice that I have for you guys, especially if you're going to Paul Mitchell. Make sure that you probably watch this video twice, yeah. I want to thank you guys for watching, and you are going to be a licensed cosmetologist, girl. Like, how does it feel? Like, you're about to be a licensed cosmetologist. Like, licensed. Like, you could literally walk in the street, licensed. Like, what are you saying? Like, you are about to be licensed. Put it out in the air. Like, don't even... Nobody can tell you otherwise. If you follow these tips, you're gonna have a very peaceful time in beauty school, okay? And you're gonna have a very peaceful career because it starts in beauty school. Do not be lazy in beauty school. And with that, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in my next video.